I met a gypsy.
Rock solid. Cooper Webb.
Cooper Webb
Rock.
does not
Fucking
care.
solid.
He does not care what. Well, he does. Don't let him fool you. Like he cares, but he knows how to manipulate the situation.
Yeah.
There's one thing that Cooper cares about, and that's winning this championship. 100%. Loves his family. I had a great talk with him. I was really kind of like, I'm blown away about how much he really cares about his family. Not that was surprising, but like, I said
because he's such a hard dude.
He's a hard dude.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
And when it's race day,
he's a businessman.
He's not the funnest person to be around. I've learned, I just keep quiet. What do you want me to do? I do it. I get out of there. But I had a really good conversation. I don't think he would mind me saying this, but like I said, hey, is it hard having the kids around, like around the race time? It's like their distraction. They could be a distraction. He turned and looked at me, and dude, I hope I don't get teary-eyed telling you this. He goes, there's no greater joy to me, G, than when my kids are at a race and I win and I look down and I see Indy down there and she looks at me. It's the best thing in the world. It's even better than winning the race. And I went, holy crap, this guy's matured. Because the old Cooper Webb would have never said anything like that.
Yeah. He's like complete.
He's completed his career, and no matter what happens this year, I really think that he's going to do whatever he can to win this championship. And I respect him as a person now, even more than just a rider. As a person, he's made changes in his life to be. He doesn't care what people think. This is what I'm going to do. This is Cooper Webb style. And if you don't like it, then don't like me. This is who I am. And I really appreciate that. And a couple of my guys are like that. And I love being around him. AP's like that too. He is who he is.
Yeah.
And there's no fakeness to him. And I love being around him. Hunters like that, it's fun. It just makes the weekend so much better.
Man, you're so right about Coop. Like this season for him, this is like his defining career. If he wins this championship, he becomes one of the best Supercross racers of all time.
I agree. I 100% agree.
And Seattle last year, I spoke about it a bit, but I was like, that ride at Seattle last year made him one of the best Supercross racers of all time, in my opinion, because he was slower than Jet and Chase Sexton and beat the piss out of him on one of the gnarliest tracks.
He's slower than them most of the time.
Yeah.
And somehow he pulls it off. That's what blows me away about the kid.
That is a gifted person. Like because we live in a time in this sport, right, where it's like the fastest dude kind of wins. And the sport's so geared for that. Like, and most motorsports are, right? And back in the day, like Chad Reed used to be able to win when he wasn't the fastest guy. And Ricky used to be able to win when he wasn't the fastest guy, which sounds crazy to say, but James Stewart was faster than him. And there were nights when Chad Reed was faster than him. And it's like, he was one of those guys, greatest to ever do it. And then slowly over, Dungey was another one. But then kind of over time, the spear sharpens and Eli Tomac and Jet Lawrence and Chase Sexton, like that raw speed came back to being like, that's what you needed to win. And dude, Cooper Webb, in the generation that has maybe some of the most talented riders ever in the hit, like, dude, Chase Sexton is amazing on a motorcycle.
One of the most talented guys I've ever seen on a bike.
Unbelievable. And Cooper Webb is beating that dude every single weekend almost. It's like that shouldn't happen at a guy at the tail end of his career. Like, so you go back to Seattle, 24, and I'm like, dude, that's one of the greats. This ride right here, you have to look at him as one of the greats.
I agree.
And he did it again.
Never.
12 months later, 12 months older, more injuries, more life. He did it again. Like, what does that say about that dude?
Yeah, he's
crazy.
I've learned a lot from Cooper working with him. I like to think that I teach these guys a lot, being older. Man, I learn a lot from him. Just that grit and determination, like we were talking about, you're either born with it or you're not. You don't go and train grit. You don't train determination. You're either born with it or you're not. And Coop was born with it. And he knows how to tap into it. That's the key to it. He knows when to tap into it and how to tap into it. And that's what makes him who he is. There's a lot of great guys that I've worked with who have that same grit and determination. And it's like, I learn a lot from those guys. I want to have that type of grit and determination in certain parts and aspects of my own life. And so I learn a lot from these guys. I can go back and tell you all the guys I've worked with, different things I've learned with, guys that just know how to have fun. And it's been a great ride, and I'm not going anywhere soon, but I really enjoyed it. And I learned so much from these guys.
We have the latest and greatest in the moto gaming experience with Monster Energy Supercross 2025, the official video game. Milestone, the studio behind the game, have rethought and redesigned some of the game's core mechanics from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. This fresh and redefined experience is not only the best graphics and physics that gaming has to offer, but the collaboration with Monster Energy means that this is also the most immersive career, bike, and story experience. The ship has sailed for me, ever lining up at A1, so this is about as close as I'll ever come. The physics are totally new, built from scratch, ruts change throughout the races, and the AI actually adapts to how you ride. Not only that, the new career mode is addictive too. It's fully dynamic so that every season is different, and for the first time, they've packed in the full 2025 championship, including SMX, and we even have two-strokes. Plus, it's full cross-play, so you can battle your mates no matter what platform they play. It really is amazing how good the gaming experience is right now. Monster Energy Supercross 2025 is in stores now on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.